Business Awareness Thursday with myself, Kimberly from Lush Consulting Firm. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with the owner and director of Kazoola, Marc Jackson. We're going to get into speaking with him in regards as to what goes on here at Kazoola and get his intake on the entrepreneurship life.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. So I decided to build this platform basically to spotlight different local businesses in the area. Just to give those who may be wanting to start a business that could be scared for whatever reason, something to give them insight on as far as they can get a push from it. So that's one of the reasons why I started the platform, as well as it's so many local businesses here that so many people don't know about or what have you. Even though Kazoola is one of those popular places, it's still people that we may haven't touched that we can touch by doing this.
Right.
So that was one of the avenues for doing this as well. So y'all go ahead and like and share, please, and then we'll get into the topics of what I have for Marc today. Hey Ashley, hey Chris. Hey Anitra. Okay, so first and foremost, the name Kazoola is different, it stands out. How did you come up with it? What was it derived from?
So I spent a number of years traveling with the bank, covering North America. And so as I traveled through city to city, I didn't want to change. I looked for something, what was unique about that city. And so growing up in Plateau, Africatown, Mobile is typically known for two things in my eyes. Like the birthplace of Mardi Gras and the last slave ship.
Right.
And so Cudjo Lewis being the last slave in America, so that's where the name comes from. And his African name is Kazoola. And so that's where it came about.
That's where it came about. So basically from your neighborhood where you grew up in.
Absolutely.
Plateau.
Yes.
I actually have some relatives in that area as well.
Okay.
So that's what inspired it. A lot of people actually didn't know the history until you actually opened here.
That was the purpose. I wanted to bring light to the community and talk about what that community had to go through and the folks, the people that made that community special. So I wanted to highlight that.
Right.
And so we don't do a good job in the Mobile County public school systems to highlight Black history and and especially local history.
Right.
And so this was a way to highlight the folks that paved the way for us.
Right. And you are one of the few lounges, entertainment places that allow kids to come and actually tour so that you can give them that information on. The first time I brought my daughter here was it was Juneteenth.
Yes.
Activity that was here, and that was pretty cool. So kids can actually come and Marc will give them a tour and give them some history on Kazoola and what it was derived from and everything.
Absolutely.
So if you have some kids who have not came here and visit yet, you can bring them down and they can get a history lesson right here about history of our city within our own city.
Correct.
So how long have you been here now?
Well, 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. So we'll continue to expand. At first, we initially started with the restaurant, and then we a year later we expanded to the hair salon, and just recently over the past year, 8-9 months, the cigar lounge.
Right.
So
which is really nice. This is the area we're in now. If you are one of those that smoke cigars, this is one of the superb, nice places you should visit.
Well, let me just interject.
Okay.
It's not about the cigar.
Okay, what is it about?
Warren Buffett said it's not about the cigar, it's about conversation. So what I wanted to do, Mobile has never had a true lounge, even when our parents was around. And so the lounge allows for us to get together and talk.
Right.
If you you talk, you find out how much you have in common. When you find out how much you have in common, you realize, I really like this person. Then you can network with one another, and then we can see the change that we want to create.
That's true.
And so the cigar is just like golf. It just allows us to come. It's just a vehicle that we use to bring people together. But it's all about the conversation. And so that's what I wanted to be about, just strictly about the conversation and us networking. And I want to create an environment. So we'll be doing more things here that focuses more on networking, because we don't do a good job about talking about how we can help each other and build each other up, about and using each other and utilizing each other's skills and resources. So we're going to be trying to do more of those things here.
That'd be great. Which is true, because before starting this interview, I had a talk, and you know, I found out he can help me in many ways just by the conversation. So those events are needed as far as the networking and everything like that. As far as with the restaurant side of things, what is one of the signature drinks or meals, like one of the most popular things that is bought that people love to come?
The shrimp, by far. The shrimp and hamburger. We use Gulf, locally Gulf shrimp. So we go to Ball and Battery, we purchase fresh Gulf shrimp from Ball and Battery and serve them here in the restaurant. And our hamburgers, we use 100% Angus ground beef for our burgers. So those are two of the signature items. But you can ask 10 different people and probably get 10 different answers.
Right.
But we take pride in the food and provide, daily and fresh, food for them. And so we're just pleased about how that's going. And the brunches continue to grow. So we have a brunch Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2. And so all you can eat: chicken, waffles, fish, grits, hash brown, pork chop, grilled pork chops, and eggs. And so we do that every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 2.
10 to 2, and the brunch is awesome. It is awesome. And the actual mimosas are too.
Correct.
Should I add that? As far as live bands, like the bands that come here are phenomenal. How many nights is it that the bands are here?
So during football season is Wednesday through Saturday, and when it's not football season, it's Wednesday through Sunday. So we have a variety of musicians. On Wednesdays we do Cedric Brooks and his project, and it's a three-piece. It's a little jazz and neo soul. And on Thursday we do straight ahead jazz. Fridays and Saturdays we do more Motown type groups. And just this Saturday coming up, we're gonna have a brass band that's doing more contemporary. So it's a new sound to the city. So we're gonna be introducing a totally new vibe, new sound that probably you would get in LA or Atlanta or something like that.
Cool.
So we're gonna be doing that here this Saturday.
That set you apart. That is cool.
Yeah.
So it starts this Saturday.
Yeah. So we're gonna be highlighting this new new brass band, and they're doing some things that we haven't seen here in the Gulf Coast, especially in Mobile.
So that's this Saturday. So if you're not doing anything, you should come out and take part in that. Sound like it's gonna be a good time for sure. Something different, something new, something we all should try.
And Kim, just the entertainment is free. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, it's totally free.
Free of charge.
It's all about the culture. I think when you look at our public schools and you look at the music departments, they're lacking, and so this project is all about the culture.
Gotcha.
And so creating a culture, creating awareness, and building the live entertainment scene.
Right, and keeping it relevant.
Yes. Keeping
it relevant. That's a good thing. And I must say, just different nights that I've been here is not always the same. It's something from every genre.
Yeah.
So that's the good part. And then also you may have something from different genres at one time, because you have the live band in the front, and then in the middle you have the DJ.
Correct.
So that's something different that sets you apart. I like that. As far as the cigar lounge, the Hit House, that's the name of it, correct? Yes. The Hit House. If your parents, they probably know about the Hit House. When you came up with that, what made you name it that?
It's all about the culture. Growing up in Plateau, there was a number of venues that we call hit houses. And so, and just the background, people may not realize this part of it. Hit houses, why they were created, because blacks couldn't get liquor license.
Right.
So they couldn't get a liquor license, so they had to, show some creativity, and create a venue where you can get a drink and a cigarette, and they named them hit houses.
Right.
And so this place would only be fitting. And at the hit house, that's where all the stores, that's where the old man's and stores, that's where the knowledge came from, were told. And so keeping with that theme and keeping about with our heritage and be proud of our history, that's what that's where the name came from.
Right. My uncle actually owned the hit house. Lord rest his soul. He just recently passed a month ago, but I've heard a lot of stories there. Yes. And he's right. A lot of stories are told there, were told there. As far as the variety of cigars, give us a tag bit on it.
Yeah, I mean, from sweet to mild to medium to full body. Again, I like to reiterate, it's never about the cigar. It's all about what you like, what your taste is, what you enjoy. Mm-hmm. So if somebody looking at your wrapper and talking about the cigar, it's never about that. It's all about conversation. And so we wanted to make that the focus of the hit house. Yeah, you can smoke, or you can care not to smoke, but it's more about us networking. It's all about us building the culture and building the network and uplifting one another. So that's what is most important.
Gotcha. So it's not one of those things where women may not feel like they're welcome in here.
No,
everybody's welcome.
Everybody's welcome.
That's right. Hey, as far as the salon, is it more of a barbershop salon or both?
It's both. So we have a couple barbers and the rest stylists to do hair. And again, it's all about just our community. Realizing, the needs and providing a service and providing a venue that encompasses the services that we use. Mm-hmm. And there's a multi-billion-dollar, industry. Right. And so we wanted to give people an opportunity, a platform to where we can, do our craft. And so that's more so why the salon is relevant and upstairs, and it fits in what, this place venue is all about.
Right. And it's interesting that all three of them, they're different, but they're aligned in some way.
Yeah.
Which is unique. As far as some of your accolades, I noticed not even within the same year that you opened, 2016, right?
Yeah.
You were voted number 4 in, as far as Alabama's hottest new restaurants. How did that make you feel?
Well, of course, we're thankful that people, acknowledge, something that we're doing and creating a different feel, for the state, but more so than anything, this place, I knew I could bring people in with food and entertainment. That wasn't the issue. Okay. It was all about creating awareness and giving hope.
Gotcha.
Being the only black-owned and operated business on Dolphin Street, a city that's 316 years old.
Right.
And so I have so many stories, what more accolades than anything that's not written. It's the guys that come through here, the guys and girls that come in here on a daily basis and say, thanks, you gave me hope. I didn't realize, a black man can own real estate on Dolphin Street.
Right.
So I'm more proud about that than more so than anything that someone can write, because I know it's having a direct impact in someone's life.
Gotcha. Well, that answered my next question about becoming an independent owner. That was your goal as far as giving hope to those who may thought or think they can't do it.
Yeah. So the bank was good to me. I spent 22 years in commercial banking, did some capital markets, and travel, covered North America, and lived all over the country with banking. So banking was good to me. And so people would say, how could you walk away from the bank? And so what I would tell them as an entrepreneur, the burning desire to live and do what you want to do.
Right.
So when people continue to stay and work and they say, I want to pursue this career or opportunity, when it hurts you more to sit in that job than to not step out on your own, that's when you know when you're
right.
ready. And so in my case, I didn't want to wake up at 60 and have regrets. I didn't want to wake up at 60 and say, man, I would have, could have, should have done this. And I couldn't live with that.
Right.
I knew if I continued to work at the bank, I would have a fully funded 401k. My wife and I would be fine. You know, we would be able to travel and do the things that we want to do. But life was more, it's more to life than to that in my eyes. And the thought of failing was not an option. If this business collapsed today, collapsed tomorrow, I'm still a winner.
Right.
Because I pursued my dream.
Right. That's true.
And so, whether it makes $1 or loses $1, that was irrelevant. It was able to do something that was a burning desire in my heart.
Right. And you accomplished it.
Yeah. So life is a progress. It's a snapshot in time.
Right.
So that's how I look at life.
Yeah, I noticed something that they quoted you on, that you said, if I continue to do the same thing I did today, I know what my tomorrow is going to look like. And if I didn't want that to be my tomorrow, so I changed it and where I was going.
Yeah. So if you stand at that job and if you worked out 20 years or 30 years, you know what your tomorrow is going to look like.
Right.
Because nothing has changed.
Right.
To create something different, guess what you got to do? You got to change. You got to make a change. You got to do something different. You know, the definition of insanity. So to do the same thing over and over and expect a different result.
Right.
So I didn't want that to be my end result. I didn't want to wake up at 65 and say, hey, you know, yeah, I thought I had some talents and there were some things I wanted to do, but I was afraid to do it.
Right.
I didn't trust in myself. And so I just didn't want that to be my tomorrow.
Gotcha. Well, I actually, that stuck with me. When I read it, I was like, okay, that says a lot. And that stuck with me. Well, that's basically all I have. Just one other thing before we go. If you would tell the people something they may not know about you that you would like to share, or something that may help an aspiring independent business owner that can help encourage them to get out their own way.
Wow. That's a good question. Something about me, well, that's the easy one. I enjoy fishing. I enjoy the water. And so when I need a piece for time and unwind, you know, you can find me near the water. You know, some advice that I could help someone. I mean, don't be afraid to fail. Don't be the best that you can be. Don't allow people to tell you what you can't do. You only know and can realize what's in your heart, what you want to be able to be. Don't let other people steal your joy and your dreams. So allow those people to get out of your life and move out of those negativities, people's lives, so that you can be the great person that I realize that you can be.
Right.
You know, I want to say, hey, I'm thankful to be here. I have the utmost respect for Kimberly and what she's doing. And my plug to her is, if you guys need some advertising, some marketing, want to promote your brand, awareness, and business skill sets, I would definitely inbox her. You know, when you think about some people that's doing something that is great and cutting edge, and it's going to help, you know, move your business forward, I think you couldn't find a better person to have on your team. So
thank you.
I would ask everyone to inbox her, ask about her services. And again, don't be afraid to be great. If you sit here, you're listening, you're contemplating starting a business, do it. If you need some help, inbox me, and we'll set those services up. We'll give you the skill sets that you need to help get your business off the ground. Don't allow another day, you know, to go forward without working your business and, you know, striving to be the best person that you can be. So that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem at all. This was the first Business Awareness Thursday with Marc Jackson. I'm honored. This has been a very good show for a start. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, as Marc said, if you need any assistance that he named that I do, hit me up. But like he said, be great. Don't waste another day so you won't have any regrets. And that's it. See you guys next Thursday.